Data Points. My name is Brian Hamilton. This week we have several important economic reports being released. These reports will give us key data on future indicators regarding housing, retail sales, manufacturing, and some insight into the Federal Reserve. First up is tomorrow's retail sales data. This will be the first reading of the report for the second quarter 2018. Current expectations are for April sales to improve by 0.3%, as a decline in auto sales is supposed to negatively impact the overall monthly data. The table shows an upwards trend going into Q2 after a downturn in the first 2 months of Q1 18. This insight into the beginning of Q2 will have an important impact as we have several big retail companies reporting Q1 earnings results this week. We have Macy's, Nordstrom's, Wal-Mart, and Home Depot reporting this week, along with many other smaller retail companies. While the earnings reports will give us the historical data, this week's retail sales data will give us some insight in how well the sector is doing at the start of the second quarter. Now, Home Depot will also be influenced by two other big economic reports this week: the Housing Market Index, due out Thursday after the opening bell, and the Housing Starts Report, which is to be released before the market opens on Wednesday. The Housing Market Index, also known as the Home Builder Confidence Report, monitors the general economy and housing market conditions, which are expected to remain elevated. This would be a positive for home building companies like Home Depot and Lowe's. Housing starts are expected to tick upwards from 1.31 million to 1.32 million, but building permits are expected to be pegged to fall by about 4,000 to 1.35 million. But even with the small pullback in permits, overall housing starts are expected to remain at very high levels, as you can see in the slide. This week, we will also see two important regional manufacturing reports: the Empire State and the Philadelphia Fed surveys. Current expectations are for both surveys to show a small decline due to a slowdown in new orders and backlogs. This data could put some pressure on both industrial and manufacturing companies. Lastly, we will be hearing from several regional Federal Reserve presidents, and we will be looking to see for any change in the group's overall tone for both 2018 and 2019. With inflation surpassing the Fed's 2% goal, many are now looking for the Fed to raise rates 4 times in 2018 rather than the previously expected 3 times. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more Data Points videos, as we will highlight all the important economic news that impacts the markets.